The CS market is still going through a ridiculously volatile time, with most of the people that got gains still having their items on trade hold. Everybody's kind of stuck holding stuff right now, and the long-term holders aren't really budging at this point. They took their profits or they're just holding through it, and it's just a really crazy time right now. I've actually sold around $10,000 worth of skins, and today I want to cover what I'm going to be doing with the money. And spoiler alert, I'm going to be buying some more skins. So let me tell you guys what's going on. First off, let me actually show you guys what I've sold. I covered a little bit of it in other videos, but I have sold some more. As you can see, I got about 3,700 in the Skinland balance, and I'll cover Skinland in a bit as well. I just sold a few minutes ago $1,500 of just a bunch of random skins, and I sold these specific skins for a reason. Falchion Gamma Doppler, Huntsman Doppler, Karambit Boreal Forest, and then just like $15 worth of random stuff. So let's actually look at the charts of the knives I sold. They're just normal play skins. They don't really have too much crazy price action. I've covered stuff like this in the past where these skins don't really move too much in price. I mean, I guess I don't even know if that's like a rare pattern being sold or what, or they actually had that spike, but that's happened. They took advantage of this spike. They're up like 20%, and I sold just about here, which is great. I made a lot of profit from it. I'm happy with it. But this chart is a hell of a lot different than the charts we're going to be looking at later in this video. Another knife I sold, Karambit Boreal Forest in Battle Scarred. Easily at all-time highs still. You might have been thinking before I showed the charts, dummy, the crash already happened. Why are you selling the bottom? I'm not selling the bottom. I'm selling the top of the Karambit Boreal Forest here. This is a knife that's in a lot of old cases, and I've said in past videos that this is kind of one of those skins that's going to constantly increase in price, and it most likely is over the long term as cases continue to increase in price. But a lot of cases are starting to go sideways, starting to draw back a little bit in price. So for me, I think either people are going to be slowly taking profits for the next short-term while, or I mean, I think it's reached like a local top for now, and nothing too crazy price action is going to happen. And I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with the money as well. And then, of course, Huntsman Knife Doppler as well. It's kind of similar to the Falchion, just had this massive run-up. It did peak here, but that's pretty much an impossible peak to time. It happened in like not even one day. So I'm essentially selling at the top here as well. It reached a really good price that I'm happy to sell at. Now, let's look at some other charts. This is the Karambit Doppler Phase 2. One of the items that was massively overhyped in price, went from about $2,000 to $8,000. That's not something we saw in the knives I just sold, and now it's on the way back down. Day by day, it's having such volatile price action that this like can't even be considered an accurate chart because there's so little sales happening and there's so few listed. Once again, there's so many on trade hold as well that like it's just fluctuating by hundreds of dollars in price a day, which is why I'm waiting to buy, and I just sold all those items because I'm going to be buying the dip with them. So if you want to buy skins or cash out your skins instantly at a great price, check out skin.land, where you could also get a free $10 bonus on your first sale. Skin.land is a site I use to insta-sell skins myself. They offer incredible prices, and the process is very easy. Just make sure to click that link at the top of the description for your $10 bonus, or enter code CHF on the site. Then go to your profile and enter your trade URL, and you're all ready to sell and buy. Then select the skins you want to cash out instantly. Just click the skins you want to sell, select your payment method, either crypto or various bank transfer methods if you're in Europe. Then just confirm the trade the bot sends you on Steam instantly, and you're done. The entire process only takes around 5 minutes max, and receiving the money typically doesn't take more than 20 minutes for crypto. For bank transfers, it might take a few business days though. You can also buy skins for 30% cheaper than the Steam market value on Skinland as well. They have a ton of deposit methods, so whether you're looking to buy or sell, check them out with that link at the top of the description and get your $10 bonus today. This is the type of thing I'd look to buy when it gets back to pre-hype levels. That's why I have $5,000. If I could buy 2 items like this or $5,000 worth, I'd be happy. And then just hold them for a year and hope we get back to a hype spike. Even if they double, I'd make a ridiculous amount of money. I just don't see us having those gains anytime soon in these lesser just like play skin items. Sure, they have good returns. These actually doubled over from like 2024 till now, which is actually really, really solid. But I'm a big fan. Since I use Skinland, you could just insta sell stuff on this site, and it makes it very easy to cash out in hype periods. And I really like that. And I don't really I don't feel the need to be holding on to these lower tier skins. I could always upgrade for a high tier one and then just hopefully wait for this hype spike to happen again, sell on this skin land, for example, and then just make my money. Because I think I could very easily like double in profit over a year time if I accurately buy this dip. The Karambit Fade as well, another item that ran up. I'm mostly just looking at these hype charts right now because I do think they're just going to go sideways for a very long time after all this hype is over and we're not having plus 10%, minus 10%, minus 20% days like day after day. I think once all that is over, I'm going to be buying. Once again, that's why I have so much money in the bank right now. I'm just waiting for this to end. Going to buy some good play skins and it's going to be great. Now you might be like, why are you not buying cases? And pretty much the only reason why I'm not buying cases is because they're a pain in the ass to sell, and I don't really like selling them. Let me also show you guys. I did sell a Karambit Doppler as well. Oh, I think I told you guys that already. And then I sold, where is it? Sent offer history, maybe? I tried to sell those. And then I sold these as well. MP9 stained glass, like $100. I don't even know what these are worth right now. I think they were about $1,300 when I sold them. Maybe like 300 or 400, and then somewhere around $2,000. So it's a lot of money either way, and I think I timed the top pretty well. But for the rest of my money, I'm just gonna be holding it to buy the dip. But yeah, this is why I'm just a big fan of Skinland, for example. It's just such a good resource to sell your skins. You could sell everything at like 90 to 95%. Even like here, there's barely any sales happening up here, and the site still values the skins at what the like highest price is. So if you list something for even like $5,000, let's say when these are selling for $5,500, if that doesn't sell in 2 days, the price is already $4,500. You could easily get $5,000 for it at peak on Skinland, for example. This site is a sponsor of mine, but I use them. It's good. I mean, you guys could call me a sellout. It's a site I use. They're just paying me to use them too. It's great, dude. I love it. So it's another reason why I highly recommend them as well, and why I talk about them so much in videos, because it's a site I use. It's essentially the best way to sell your skin during a top in the market. If you've got plenty of time, you could use other resources, but right now it's so good. With price fluctuating plus 10%, minus 10% a day, you don't know what's going to happen. So you might as well take the safe route, and then you could buy the dip just a few days later. You could also buy skins on here, which is great. Another resource they have, I guess this is just turning into me talking about the site because I, once again, think it's a good resource, is you could sell your skin and you could put it into Skinland balance. So essentially, this is another reason why I did it. I just put in the balance. I don't want it in crypto or anything right now. Just keep it in balance. And I sold my Karambit Doppler for $3,600 a few days ago. I think I showed you guys earlier in the video. And we could look at the Karambit Doppler now. Phase 4, $2,900. I could just add this thing to my cart, and I essentially sold my Karambit. I'll just be buying back the same Karambit, and I've made $600 for nothing. Just for nothing. It's great. That's why selling for Skinland balance in times like this, where the market just absolutely blows up, is great. You could just buy your skin back a few days later for like way cheaper in price, dude. Or of course, you could just go to withdraw and then select crypto or whatever you want as well, bank transfer, Visa, whatever it is. It all works out. So yeah, that's what I've done with my money for now. Sold a bit more in skins. I'm pretty happy about it. I think the market still has a little bit to retrace, but very soon I'm going to be buying, especially if I see some good prices listed somewhere, people selling stuff for like super cheap values, or whatever may happen in the next couple of days. Could be another minus 20% day. We really don't know what's going to happen at this point. I think a lot of these people are going to be in profit in the next week and going to be taking those profits. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, check out Skinland, link at the top of the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.